gang, how are we? We're about to be a lot better. Now, in this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of your nutrition, your healthy eating. I know some of you are switched off. You're like, dude, you stay away from me with your wheatgrass and your maca green tea. You keep your leafy salads away from me. Stay away. No, relax. Let me teach you the importance of eating healthily and what it does for you and what exactly I'm recommending you to eat. So, obviously, you know what you're allergic to, you know what you shouldn't be eating. Seek professional advice as well. So I'm going to tell you some things that I know that's scientifically proven to improve your cognitive function, to reduce inflammation in your body, to help provide the antioxidants to kind of look after the free radicals and the oxidative stress that's been accumulated in your body over years. I'm going to teach you the kind of foods that's going to make you less stressed, more calm. I'm going to teach you the kind of foods that could boost your serotonin levels, the chemicals that make you feel more relaxed, more peaceful, in control of your emotions, to make you sleep better, alleviate some kind of emotional disorders and trauma that you may have, and so on and so forth. So let's get straight into it. What are some foods that I highly recommend in order to become more intelligent? The more intelligent you become, and the more you learn on a regular basis, the happier you'll become. Because what happens is, when you learn new things, you increase the amount of neurons that are created on a daily basis in the hippocampus. In fact, the amount of connections made in your brain can double from 1,300 to 2,600 when you learn new material. Now, the problem is that if you don't revisit this information, if you don't do quiz yourself, if you don't memorize what you've been learning, or at least retrieve the information on a regular basis, 80% of this new information can be gone within just as little as 48 hours is all it takes for you to forget up to 80% of the quality material that you've learned. So for instance, if you watch this video, unless you kind of revisit this video again, within 48 hours, you're probably going to forget at least 80% of the material. And even if you are so focused, if you're like, yes, Alex, keep preaching, brother, keep going. You will still forget up to 80% if you do not revisit this information, because you need to strengthen the neural patterns in your brain with this new information until it becomes so deeply rooted and fixed that it essentially turns into a belief. Okay, so that's what you need to do. You need to take your thoughts, take the material that you've been learning, you need to turn it into beliefs. You need to indoctrinate it within you, and that takes time. Okay, and there are obviously things that you can learn. Check out the quality work by Jim Kwik. He is a specialist as it relates to improving your memory, being able to memorize things better, and he comes up with all sorts of different strategies to do so. So check out his material if you want to improve your memory function and so on and so forth. So let's get back to where we were. What I essentially want us to understand is that there are certain foods out there that can make us smarter. So let's get straight into it. Essentially, I'm going to give you some foods that kind of are related to the keto diet, because your body and your brain thrives on ketones. So when you enter ketosis, your body uses ketones as fuel within your brain in order to function and make better decisions. Okay, it goes from using carbohydrates, glucose, for cognitively function at a high level, to then using ketones, and ketones are extremely powerful and great for our brain. So I do separate videos on the ketogenic diet, guides on how to get into ketosis and so on and so forth. I'm not going to do that in this video. I'm just going to outline some key foods that will really help your brain function. So you've got things like wild caught salmon, fatty fish for that matter, sardines, supplementing with krill oil, omega-3 fish oils as well. That's great. You might want to eat things like avocado. Avocado is one of the best things to eat for your brain function. Healthy fats, absolutely loaded with nutrients as well. It's a powerhouse. What else do we have? Eggs are really useful as well. Essentially, think of an omelette. So the kind of foods that I'm about to outline kind of stimulate what's called BDNF, brain-derived neurotropic factors. Essentially, when you stimulate BDNF within your brain, it essentially makes you more intelligent. It increases the quality of the synapses connecting your neurons and so on and so forth. It enables you to make more connections within your neurons, as well as increasing the amount of neurons in your brain. So stimulating BDNF is absolutely crucial for happiness, for energy levels, and for in terms of intelligence. These are some of the most important things you can ever want to develop in your life. No matter what you do for a living, whom you're married to, whom your relationships are with, where you invest, whatever you want to do in your life, these are key principles that you could essentially work on to become stronger and better. So outline things like avocados, eggs, omelette, that's what I mentioned for BDNF, right? So things like mushrooms, things like tomatoes, things like milk, soya, cheese, these are all wonderful foods that support cognitive function, okay? So when you start to eat these kind of foods on a continual basis, what you'll notice is that you're giving your brain the food it needs to thrive, okay? And that's essentially what we need to do in order to take our learning to the next level, because the more intelligent you become, and food and nutrition plays a role in making you more intelligent, and a high sugary diet of highly processed and refined foods does the exact opposite. They actually work to kill your brain cells over time, because they exacerbate stress, they increase chronic inflammation within your body, enabling you to, it makes you less energetic, it makes your brain, it becomes foggier, if you will, more cloudy, your judgment's not as precise, you don't process information as well. So be very careful. Your diet plays a massive role. And I personally believe that your diet can literally change your personality. And let me explain what I mean by that. If you eat these kind of healthy foods that I've already outlined, along with other great things like dark leafy greens and lots of blueberries, that's another one that I forgot to mention, and you start consuming spices and herbs, things like turmeric, and you start having maca green tea and stuff like that to really stimulate your brain function. And coffee to an extent as well can help with that as well in moderation. When you start to eat a lifestyle like this and drink a lot of water and these sort of wonderful things, if I'm essentially saying this is what science has proven, it's not my opinion here, if these things play a role in increasing the amount of neurons in our brains and increasing the quality of connections within our brains, essentially making us smarter, then these things can also play a role in making us more intelligent, boosting our self-esteem. When you increase your self-esteem, you increase your energy levels. If you increase your energy levels, you're likely to be more active. You're more likely to go to the gym, exercise more, move around more, challenge yourself more, learn more, grow more, and so on and so forth. This is how you create momentum. If you're making all these changes in your life, are you likely to change your beliefs? Are you likely to change the feedback loops between your thoughts, your emotions, and thus your actions? Of course you are. So if you are able to change your behaviors, essentially what you do on a daily basis, then over time, these consistent quality behaviors will accumulate and lead to a transformation in terms of the quality of your life. You'll start to sleep better, you start to supplement more, you'll start to look after your posture, you start to stretch more, you start to exercise more, you'll start to meditate more, you'll start to be more self-reflective, you'll start to be more empathetic and more charismatic when you're talking with people, okay? You're going to be more likely to give more, create more, live more abundantly, attract more quality things in your life. This makes sense, of course. So nutrition is key to making that transition, if you will, and I need you to take this seriously. I also need you to take one further action if you like the quality in this video, and that is to head on over to my website at www.alexgem.com. Simply click join PHS today, Power, Happiness, Success. This course is going to blow your mind. You're going to, not only is the course worth hundreds, and the value is absolutely incredible. It's like literally 15 years in the making here, and I'm giving it to you, and you can learn it within weeks or a few months, and you should revisit it, and you're welcome. I've also compiled incredible bonuses that you can check out there, like hours upon hours of exclusive podcasts, exclusive videos, and exclusive audio segments. 100 audio segments to improve the quality of your life. Small things that you can do on a daily basis to build momentum, to transform the quality of your life. So go check it out. My book's currently being sold at Amazon as well. And it's The Art of Power, Happiness, and Success. If you like a good read, it's there waiting for you. So take control of your life and start looking after your nutrition. Become healthier, increase the longevity in your life, and eat foods that kind of support your brain function rather than highly processed sugary foods that kind of take away your strength over time. And really take ownership of your life. And I wish you all the best. Can't wait to work with you. See you soon.